What in the unholy fuck am I reading here?
Just starting out with the profanity, huh? YouTube will hide this video, won't they?
Yeah, I know, but to be honest, I don't know how else to say this. Like, it's odd.
Is that another weeb game, as you so delicately put it?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if I can really talk about this game for several reasons.
What even is the game? Like, if you're unsure if you can talk about it, why not just talk about something else?
Honestly, I want to bring it up because my business partner pointed the game out to me. So this game is Maid the role-playing game.
Maid the role-playing game. That sounds like a parody.
Believe it or not, it kind of is. Like, this game marks itself as a comedy game, with some spice and such to it. Of course, that's not the only reason I'm iffy on talking about it.
What, is it a language barrier thing?
Actually, yeah, you are 2 for 2 for 2 now. Stop that. The fourth wall will crack again. But yeah, this game was made in Japan for the Japanese. It was translated to English some time ago. I want to say around 2010-ish. Definitely before, but around there. But I'm not 100% sure on what's a direct translation and what's a localization. I don't understand anything of the Japanese written language, and what I do understand of the verbal language is minimal at best. I thank Yakuza and Kamen Rider for starting to learn a little bit.
You're learning a language through shows and video games. Like a weeb?
You know what, I could kill you.
You're not going to, though, are you?
No, I'm not. Either way, we should talk about this Maid game. Character creation is pretty simple, and this game revolves around a dice pool system. D6 dice, mostly. You'll roll various numbers for everything. When making a character, you'll start with attributes. You'll roll 2d6, then divide the number by 3, rounding down. Odd choice, but okay. Athletics are physical abilities and combat capabilities, because combat is a thing in this funny Maid game. Affection is your ability to get along with people. Skill is essentially, can you do your damn job? Cunning is just tricking people. Boost into this if you're bad at doing your job. Luck is straightforward, and will is how positive and how you think. You'll then roll a d6 twice, and get 2 different Maid types or 1 Maid type multiple times. Each one gives a positive and a negative. Unfortunately, I know what one of these words means. One is Lolita. Plus to luck, minus to athletics. 2 is sexy. Plus to cunning, and I had to re-record that a few times for saying the wrong word. And minus to will. 3 is pure, which gives a boost to affection and a negative to cunning. 4 is cool, which gives a plus to skill and a negative to affection. 5 is boyish. I imagine getting this twice will just make you a dude in a dress, and it boosts athletics but reduces skill. And 6 is heroin, bonus to will and a minus to luck. Honestly, this is one of the reasons I was a bit questionable on this review. Next comes colors. You can either roll a d66, which is 2d6, where one number is the tens place and the other is the ones place. You don't need to roll this though, as these are just cosmetics choices. Here's the table if you really need it. Now, next up is special qualities. Most of these are just cosmetics, but these can affect the game, usually in a non-mechanic system. For example, rolling 11 with the 66. will get you glasses, which could lead to a Velma Dinkley situation. Yeah, I'm bringing up the thick nerd of Scooby-Doo. Some of these special qualities have further sub-tables as well. Because of that, I can't show all of this crap. For example, say you roll 41 and get uniform special, you'll roll a d6 to figure out what about your uniform is different. And yeah, this actually can get into that sexual thematics, but some of it, does that say armor? Huh. Followed by bondage, yeah, why not? Next will come the, wait, is that how that word is spelled? Etc.? Huh. You can either roll a d66 on the Maid Roots and Stress Explosions table, or the GM may allow you to choose. If your game is allowing Maid weapons, you'll also roll or choose on these tables too. Looks like the Maid Roots table is essentially why you started doing this job, while the Stress Explosion table is essentially your flaws table. Some of these look kind of fun, but when you look at them both together, it gets depressing. I was promised silliness, not emotional trauma. This Maid weapon table looks like a lot of fun and a half though. Fuck yeah. Using a frying pan as a weapon? Bonk the motherfucker and get out of my kitchen. There's literally a weapon choice that gives you the power of God in anime. You'll then check what your highest attribute is and roll a d6 to find your quote Maid power. If 2 or more attributes are tied for first, you can choose whichever one you want. However, if all of your attributes total out to less than 9, you get 2 Maid powers, which feels like a fun way to make it so even shit luck can be fun. Imagine being an absolute clusterfuck, but having the power of a deity. Genuinely looking over these Maid power tables, these look like a lot of fun. Imagine getting boyish twice, and you're just a fucking jack dude in a French maid outfit, ready to throw hands with anyone, so you get the iron wall power and can just tell people they can't hurt you. Trespass lets you use your fucking raw strength to force yourself into romance situations and such. It also lets you do the Fist of the North Star thing.
Ome wa mo shinderu?
Yeah, that one. Then is Favor and Spirit. These are... I think these are like stress levels, kind of, I think. Favor starts at your affection score and is doubled, while Spirit is your will with a 0 on the end, so times 10. A favor of 0 apparently means you're a lot easier to just ignore, while a spirit of 0 leads to you getting affected by that stress explosion a lot more often. Then name and age, these are up to you, however you choose. Now, there's a little more. For example, when playing this game, you'll only roll 1d6 when making checks, then you'll multiply that number by the attribute directly involved. For example, say you got that buff Maid that I hypothetically made, totally didn't roll up a character sheet or anything. You roll a d6 and I got 2. You'll then multiply that by 5 I got for her, so it'll total out to 10, which means that I essentially God Fist that in the face. This game seems to be a ton of silly fun, but it may not be right for all groups. This game can get spicy, emotional, but it tries to tell you not to take anything seriously. Because of how simple it is, but how diverse it can be, I give this game a 93%. Really don't have much to complain about, but I'm not even sure if I'm looking at the proper version of it. I can't find anyone actually selling this, but it seems like a fun game. It's very easy to play, so I do recommend playing it, at least in a one-shot sort of thing.
You know, I think God will judge you for trying this out.
Yeah, honestly, same, but God's the only judge I fear, really, and even then, I know I am forgiven, so let's shove off.